Hey, welcome. Today we're doing a very quick express yoga under 10 minutes in this lovely setting somewhere in Devon. Start grounding your body, sit cross-legged, spine is long, and start breathing. Couple of deep breaths, inhale and exhale. Inhaling to circle your arms up just a few times. Inhale to lift up, exhale, come back down, placing your right hand down, opening the left elbow, reaching to the side and changing the sides onto the left arm, bending the elbow to open that right side of your lungs. Inhale to lift up, flip your hand open, send your bicep behind your ear if you can, lengthen your spine. Place your hands on the knees and start rolling your belly just a few times, right or left, just to feel the hips open ever so slightly as your sit bones are grounded. And moving on to our all fours, tuck your toes and sit back into your wild child pose. And then on the exhale, start dipping your hips forward just a few times to wake up your hips, shining the chest forward as you open in that variation of an upward facing dog, and exhale to sit back into a normal child pose. Flat feet, flat on the mat. And then rolling your spine into cat-cow. Exhale to round and tuck your chin. Inhale to drop the belly down, open your chest. And just following your breath here a couple of times to just move that spine, and then gently dipping your chest forward into puppy pose. Hips aligned with your knees, opening that chest, sliding forward. You can bend those elbows if that feels better for you. And then moving on to thread the needle. So right hand on the mat and thread your left elbow, stacking the shoulders, gently twisting that spine here, and then moving on to the other side. So grounding the left hand, right hand lifts, and then threading it underneath the left elbow. Great if you've been sat down all day, maybe that express yoga is for you today. And then gently coming down on the exhale to cobra. Inhale to lift, exhale to come down. Inhale to left, maybe gently moving on to seal if you wish. So working on those elbows, maybe placing them a little bit further in front and just holding your seal if it is for you to extend the elbows, or moving into your sphinx, elbows in line with your shoulders, opening that chest, shining it forward, tucking the toes on the exhale and hovering the knees off your mat ever so slightly, switching off your core, on, not off rather, and then sending the hips up into the ceiling, into your downward facing dog. Walking it out on the spot just a few times, maybe shaking the head yes, maybe no, maybe bending one of the legs and grounding the other heel, and then lift up on the inhale your left side, step forward with the left leg, low lunge, grab your balance, lift up, exhale to flow to your half split. And we're going to do that a few times. Inhale to open, low lunge, exhale, moving hips forward. And then place your right hand on the mat, open the left side into your twisted lunge. Come back on the exhale to your plank, and then flow into your cobra. Inhale. Exhale, tuck your toes and lift up back into your downward facing dog. On the next inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, knee to chest, step forward into your low lunge. Inhale to lift. Exhale, open into your half split just a few times, using your arms here to help with the balance, flowing up and down. Beautiful. And then planting the hands, opening that right side. So left hand grounded, right side opens. Option to lift the back knee if you wish. And exhale, come back to your all fours. 3 push-ups, elbows in, 3 yogic push-ups, and then slide forward into your cobra. Inhale to your upward facing dog, thighs off your mat if you can. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lifting the left leg on the inhale, stacking the hips, scorpio leg, open that hip. And then place the left knee down, open into your supported side plank. Come back to your downward facing dog and switch legs. Right leg up, stacking the hips, scorpio leg. Exhale, place that leg down, open to your supported plank on the other side. Reaching in line with your ear, creating that long line from your palms to your toes. Exhale, come back onto your all fours, sit back into your child pose. Hips to your heels. Option to send your arms in line with your knees for a bit of a supported, more of a supported pose, and then clasping the hands behind you, come up, open your chest, shoulder blades together, and then exhale, option to do that with your child pose, to have those arms clasped at the back. Opening, quite an intense opening to your chest, your armpits, loosening up the spine. Come back to your all fours. We're going to stack our knees, so crossing the right knee up above the left, and then sitting back into your child pose. Gomukhasana legs, in a way, a variation, sitting down and sending the hips back, and then switching the legs. So left knee on top of the right, to make sure we just find that opening on both sides and both hips. Sending those hips down as much as you can, as much as is it comfortable for you today. Breathing as we find that opening, that release, and then moving on to our cross-legged position or any comfortable seated position. Finding the grounding again, connecting the big toes, the soles of your feet, and then rocking your knees up and down just a few times. And you can do that quickly and then slow down when you're ready. And then your windshield wiper movement, so feet a little bit wider than your hips, and then allow for the knees to softly come down. You can just slow it down wherever you need to do that, and then back onto your easy pose. Crossing the elbows. Right, I've got my left one over my right, and then see if we can find that forward fold variation with that sensation of opening of the shoulder blades at the back. And once you've done that a few times, give yourself that hug, touch the find out those shoulder blades at the back of the spine, and then rock a few times to the right and the left. And then when you're ready, find your seated pose with your hands on the knees. To find your breath again, find the movement, stopping slowly, maybe a few rolls to your shoulders, up and down. Connect your hands together. Namaste. I thank you for today's practice. A very quick practice on your mat to be done any time of the day. Namaste.